Hello one, hello all, and welcome to Federico Gymnasium for some Tuesday night action. We got girls varsity volleyball on hand, hosting the Lincoln Lions. It's senior night here at Federico Gymnasium. I am the voice, Greg Morano. We are 3-2-1 Westerly bringing it to you. We got a little pregame going on right now. We're just a few moments away from the Bulldogs being introduced. The Bulldogs, winners of 4 out of their last 5, looking to move up and secure better seeding in the playoffs. Location, all that on everything is on the line here, folks. It's the last week of sports, so everything on the line for all these teams. I am super excited for some Tuesday night action. And with that, we're going to take it to our sponsors real quick and get back to the beginning here.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
At Bob Valenti Toyota. The Toyota 5-state sales event. Lease a new 23 all-electric, all-wheel drive Toyota BZ4X for just $395 a month, or a new 23 RAV4 Prime SE all-wheel drive for just $449 a month. Stop by and register to win a trip for 4 to Disney World during Valenti's 50 years of business celebration. Go to BobValenti.com. Thank you and just smile.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, my name is Mark Wright. I'm a realtor with Caldwell Banker Coastal Homes. I'm licensed in Rhode Island and Connecticut. Should you need any assistance in buying or selling a home, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I'm also happy to support my alma mater, the Westerly Bulldogs. Go Dogs!
Welcome back, folks. The site, Federico Gymnasium, the foe, the Lincoln Lions. Senior night here, all sorts of playoff implications. There's a big bunch up in this division in the middle. The Bulldogs come in 9-4 in the division, and they're the only 4-loss team, so they sit solely in what would be 6th or 7th position. And then there's a couple games behind them, your Lincoln Lions. So that brings the importance of the game here tonight. The Bulldogs have qualified for the state tournament, and that was one of their preseason goals, and they can check that box. It's just a matter of the quality of opponent number 1 and the location of that game now. So the seniors tonight, 7 seniors the Bulldogs have. Alex Storr, number 2. Number 10, Gina Falco. Number 11, Lillian Vetolino. Number 13, Tara Bruno. Number 16, Riley Peliquin. Number 18, Gianna Giorno. And number 28, Emma Caracciolo. So those girls could very well be playing their last game here at Federico Gymnasium. They could be playing their last fall event. A lot of them play multiple sports, whether it's basketball in here or on the spring out on the softball diamond. Regardless, we are watching Lincoln warm up as we speak. On Thursday, folks, we will be bringing you girls soccer. I'm looking at it right now. Excuse me. Yes, Thursday we'll be bringing you girls soccer versus Exeter West Greenwich, and they are unbeaten in the league. And the 27th, following night, Friday night, soccer, some boys soccer versus Coventry. This production, folks, has been brought to you in part by the Thirsty Beaver. They're the official spot to watch WHS sports all year long, folks. Enjoy the sports, enjoy the refreshments and food. Kiefer's Martial Arts, 50% off 2-week trial, code 321. XC Media Design, Roofside Roofing, Lathrop Insurance, Ed French & Son Paving, D&V Mechanical, Bob Valenti Family of Dealerships, South County Health, and Mark Wright, Coldwell Banker, Coastal Homes. Without the sponsors, we'd be unable to bring this to you. We are just moments away from the festivities. As you can see that they've assembled in the far corner of the gymnasium. That is the seniors and their parents and family, loved ones. So they will have a senior entrance here. And that'll be the case in everything we covered this week. When we cover soccer on Thursday and boys soccer on Friday, it will be senior night for both teams. Tonight isn't the Bulldogs' last game of the season. They do have one more road contest on the 26th, and it's a tough one. They're playing 14-0 East Providence. That's what makes this game of vital importance, because that next one's going to be a tough cookie to win. Coming off of an unbelievable Friday night football game. Hopefully you all tuned in if you didn't have the ability to get there, but a unbelievable comeback. 4:10 on the clock. The Bulldogs trailed by 11, and Woonsocket had the ball 1st and 10. At that point, folks, I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't think there was a lot of life left, but that's the beauty of high school sport. There is no quit. 3 turnovers later, forced by the Bulldogs, 24-21 victory, improve them to 6-1, and their final contest is Friday. Unfortunately, it's on the road versus South Kingstown, and that is the 2 versus 3 seed on the line. The winner gets a 2 seed and a home playoff shot, and the loser goes to the 3 seed, and the less favorable position, obviously. But what a crazy game it was. Woonsocket controlled the entire game, and seemingly 4 minutes or so left, everything fell apart. All of the fall sports right now that we cover, I mean, boys soccer is improved to 7-5 in the league, folks. There was, at one point this season, they were 1-4 in the league. They're on a 6-1 run, won 6 winners of 6 out of their last 7 games, I do believe is the streak they're on, would put them right in the playoff hunt. They have a game tonight as well. Girls and boys soccer in action tonight. And then their finales are going to be both at home Thursday and Friday. And here we go. We have announcements being started.
As your name is called, please come toward the center of the gym for a family picture, then line up in front of our home crowd. Emma Carrasco with Gianna Toro with Dad Vincent. We would also like to recognize another senior from Lincoln, number 14, Casey Weaver. Please squeeze close together in front of the net so we can get a group photo. And fans, let's hear it for our Bulldog seniors.
All right, folks, welcome back. The festivities have come to a close, and now they got to put their game face on and get things started here. Best of 5 matchup. Best 3 games of 5. Bulldogs come in 9-4. The Lions come in at a 6-6 spot. And I want to mention before I forget. Oh no, we have to play the national anthem. All right, folks, the festivities are over. Although they're a beautiful thing to have, and it's always sad in a way to say goodbye to 7 seniors. It's early in the school year, so a lot of those players will be playing in all their sports, and there are a lot of multiple athletes here. But right now, in a nice gesture on the Bulldogs end, as they gave the only senior on the Lions squad a gift prior to the game, recognizing her. As you can see, they're meeting at the mid-court as we speak. And we're going to get set to start game 1. All week long, senior night, everything that's covered, boys and girls soccer on Thursday and Friday. This is senior night live from Federico Gymnasium. Girls only with 1 game left after this one, and it is versus 14-0 East Providence. That being said, that makes this one that much more valuable. You need to tack on a win while you can. The Bulldogs get set at center court, get themselves fired up here. It's not hard to do. The gymnasium's loud, it's full. And like I said, it could be the last time the girls play here on this floor for any reason whatsoever. Up at the front line, Emma Caracciolo, a senior. Number 18, Gianna Giorno, also a senior for the Bulldogs. And number 23 for the Bulldogs is going to be Juliana Voisinay. Official is checking the roster. Bulldogs winners of 4 of their last 5. Unfortunately, the last one is the one that they dropped. They dropped it to a Mount Hope team that is 12-1. So I mean, it's not like they lost. They lost to a poor opponent. They have Lincoln wedged between, and then East Providence at 14-0. That's a tough way to go out. 2 out of 3. And once we have the shoe tied and all squared away, we're going to get started. Lions in the orange and blue, and obviously our Bulldogs in blue and white. Last week of the season, folks, I am excited. So much on the line, everything that each of these teams have worked for in each of these different sports. And you saw that Friday night, the absolute tenacity and resilience of the football team. And right here, sophomore Lila Off puts it in play, and a beautiful serve. And the Bulldogs able to find the open spot. The Lions unable to control the serve, and the Bulldogs on the board 1-0. We're in game 1 of what the Bulldogs would love to be a quick one here on senior night. 1 day off, and they finish their regular season. Oh, second serve, and that one into the net it goes. And that'll leave things up at 1. Lincoln, on the other hand, sits below, 1 below the Bulldogs, 2 games below, but 1 slot below in the standings. With a pack of a few teams at that 6-loss spot, and the Bulldogs don't want to get in that group. Hence the importance of tonight. Giorno returns it. The set, decent from the top. Store. Caracciolo dumps it over, deep line, and they brought it back in, I think. And from the top, they try to find an opening, and Store keeps it alive, and wow, one-handed. What a play by the Bulldogs. I didn't get the number. And another one, and that one stays out of bounds. Well, the point goes to the Bulldogs, goes to the Lions. It was tipped by the Bulldogs. 2-1. Action-packed start here at Federico Gymnasium on this Tuesday night. Playoff atmosphere because of senior night and everything all started last Friday. And the serve, jump serve, dug out by Caracciolo, and that's off to the bottom. Giorno with the soft one, and they return it and find the open hole on the little dinks. That was number 15, Amina Sarr. So the one senior for this Lincoln girls team, obviously they are built for next season and the season after because there's only 1 freshman as well. A lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores. Handled by number 11 for the Bulldogs, Lillian Vettelino, one of the seniors. And a short set, handled by Off, bumped by Giorno, and dumped over by Off. The set, a decent one at the top, blocked by the Bulldogs, Caracciolo and Giorno, and the Bulldogs will get the point, I believe. And the serve, and yes, they do. And we have a sub on the Bulldog side. In comes senior Riley Peliquin. And directly in to serve, we're going to see number 10, senior Gina Falco. You're going to see a lot of seniors tonight because they all play anyway. I mean, there's a big rotation, and as Coach Oth said in their preseason preview, serve a beauty. It's an ace and a point for the Bulldogs. I was looking back to the preview, and their goal was to qualify for the state tournament, and they've done that. They might fall in that play-in game situation. I'm not so sure how that works, how many they let in, sometimes a lot. And the lefty serve to the deep corner, let go a little bit too much on it. It'll be a side out and a point for the Lions. So the Bulldogs have done a lot of playing out of position and learning new positions, and they've done a heck of a job of it all season long. And that is going to go out of bounds. That turns into an ace for Lincoln. 5-3 early on here in game 1. And the Bulldogs as well. They are built to be a contender the next few years upcoming. They have freshmen that have gone through the rotation, sophomores into the net it goes. Bulldogs certainly will take the side out. And the point, 5-4. So as I said earlier, the girls and boys soccer team both in action tonight on the road. And Caracciolo serve, brought back over unintentionally. Giorno returns it, and now at top of the screen again. That's deflected by the Bulldogs. Spike falls to the ground, and the quick side out by the Lions, and the point. 6-4 the score here early on. Didn't expect anything less than a back and forth match. Lincoln has, as far as playoff seeding goes, I don't know who it's of more importance to. I'd say either, I guess, because the Bulldogs don't want to be in that sixth group. That goes all the way over the net and brought back by Storr. Oth finds an open spot and gets the Bulldogs to serve back. Lila Oth heads up play. Oth, Peliquin, and Allison Miranda at the net at the moment. Miranda only a freshman. One of, I do believe, two that get a little bit of time. And the serve of beauty handled by the backside. Set at the bottom, and the dink partially blocked. They got to bring it back all the way over. Can they? No. Turns into a point for the Lions and a quick side out. So the Bulldogs are unable to really get into a streak scoring, go on any kind of run, or kind of just one at a time and forcing quick side outs on the other end. You can see all the decor around the gymnasium, and that's an ace. It's a missile top corner. Bulldogs couldn't handle it. Another point. 8-5 the score. It doesn't take a lot to make this gym erupt and change the flow of things. And the jump serve, it's a beauty, and again the Bulldogs can't handle it. Second ace in a row. I think it's the third on the night, fourth maybe even. 9-5 the score. We're early on here. We got 3-2-1 Westerly. We make marketing simple, bringing it to you here, folks. Final week of the regular season. Senior night, senior week, whatever you want to call it, started last Friday night with the football team. And brought back in by the Bulldogs and over by Peliquin. And not only over, but inbound for the point. Peliquin, the senior captain. In comes Juliana Vazanet and Lillian Vetolino, the senior. You'll also find Vetolino at second base for the varsity softball team. A nice serve. They're going to have to just dump it back over. Couldn't get set up. Nice set, and the spike attempt flies deep for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs just a little off at the moment, but not much. Set to serve in the white for the Lions. Funny spin, Bulldogs handle. Wasn't at the bottom, finds the spot. Just where it needed to fall, it fell for the Bulldogs, and that tacks one on. Alexander Storr set to serve for the Bulldogs. And the knuckleball falls in. And they don't get a good set, just have to dump off of it. And that was a decent set for the Bulldogs. Have the Lions running. And they try to find a soft spot. They don't. Caracciolo to the top. Off. Spike attempt blocked. And bump set attempt. Caracciolo unable to return it and brought over. Back to the Westerly side. Caracciolo to the top. Off from the top. Dug out by the back line of the Lions. Deep spike attempt, and deep it goes. Bulldogs win the biggest volley of the night so far. And that makes it 10-8 here in game one. Everything appears evenly matched at the moment. Number 25, Abigail Donato, joining Fedolino on the second line. And that one they're going to have to dump over. And they do. And Vazanet finds the open spot again. Precision shooting by Vazanet. And that's what you get in the winter as well on the basketball court for her. Dug out of the back line. Nice set from behind by the Lions, and nice save by the Bulldogs. Donato, the aforementioned, and into the net it goes, turns into a Bulldog point. And it started with that save by Abigail Donato, the junior. And again, Store. Now let's see if the Bulldogs can put a few more together. As they have 3, it's 10-10. Store right now with the best set of serves thus far. And again, the Lions just have to dump it, and they're unable to. A little out of sync. I would see a timeout coming pretty soon here on the Lions side if the Bulldogs score another 1, 2 max. At least if I were them. You got 4 in a row. And momentum's such a big thing. I think it's an even bigger thing. And that one slides deep. That kind of serves the job of a timeout on its own, unfortunately. And the score is 11-10. 11-11, correction. Tied up. Right around the halfway mark, just shy in game 1. Race to 25, win by 2, the serve. Dug out in the back, and the Bulldogs lose sight of it for a moment, falls for an ace. 12-11 the score. And the lefty, overhand, handled on the back line, Vitolino. Jump set, bottom buzzer net, almost finds a spot. They're running for the set, and it's a deep one, and they're forced to just dump it over. Bulldogs not quite in sync on offense either. That was a save by Caracciolo. At the net, blocked on top by Orth and Caracciolo. Donato to the top to Orth, and a nice job of digging them out. The Lions are, and that goes off the Lions' head into the net. Bulldogs win. So the longer volleys of the evening, there's been about 3 of them. The Bulldogs have come out with all 3, and that's a big one. Knocks it up at 12, and Lila Orth, the sophomore, 3-sport athlete here on the basketball court and on the diamond. Set to serve here, 12-12 tie. And on the line drive, knuckleball serve. The set is deep. And handled by Orth to Store to the top. That's Jordan, puts it down for the Bulldogs. And they take the lead back. We're trailing 10-7, now have a 13-12 lead. Orth set to serve. Store and Vitolino on the second line for the Bulldogs. And that serves a tough one to handle. And a nice job digging it out. They set on top. The lob. Off, and that's a carry. Lions will get the point and the serve, and that'll knock things up. And the serve, 13 times going into the net. The Bulldogs will get the quick side out and take the point and the lead. In comes Gina Falcone, generally to serve when she doesn't, and there she goes right to service. A huge weapon for the Bulldogs, another senior here celebrating senior night. And the lefty, overhand spin, short set, and it got him. The quick set, one hitter for the Lions. Catches the Bulldogs, forces the quick side out, gets the point right back. We're tied up at 14. And off it is. Handled by Store. To Off, Caracciolo finds the spot, but gets the point. One of the defenders, Lions, hit the net. Bulldogs get the point, and the lead back, 15-14. Caracciolo will go to service. And that is a straight line drive ace for the Bulldogs. Caracciolo's been a vital part of their service plan here, especially as the season has progressed. And another line drive missile serve. They're forced to dump it over. Off back to the bottom. That's going to be Pelican. Dug out by the Lions. And the spike goes off. 2 Bulldogs. Nice job back over the net. And back at the net, handled The freshman Miranda, and into the net it goes. So that's the first long one the Lions are taking. 16-15 the score. Number 15 for Lincoln, Amina Sarr. Into the net it goes, just what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs. If there's momentum, it's on the side of the Bulldogs. A, you have the home court advantage, and B, they've had control, but here too, it's been no more than 3 or 4 point leads, and especially with this progressive scoring, that's can disappear instantly. Set to serve, number 25, the junior Abigail Donato. And the serve, not handled well. Pelican puts it back over. The set, top of the screen, and diving store dig. Pelican from the bottom. Handled again by the Lions. A nice bump set, and they're going to get the point. And that's going to make it 17-16. Quality Lions Club here in game one. There's the whistle, and here we go. Into the net. No, just over the net. That was a missile. Off the rafter and played well by Donato and over by Vitolino. And that's a carry. Bulldogs take the point. And the unforced error, they'll certainly take it. 2 point lead. Inching their way towards 25. Up at the net, you have freshman Allison Miranda, Gianna Giorno, and I do believe that's into the net it goes, unfortunately for the Bulldogs. Don't want to see that this late. 18-17. And the serve. Jump serve. I think she stepped over the line, and she did. And that'll give the Bulldogs a free unforced error. The point and the serve, that 2 point advantage. They only need 6 more. Here's the 25 win by 2. First game means so much, especially if you're an opponent and you go on the road and steal game one. That's a big deal. So the Bulldogs don't want to let that happen. Store with a nice serve and an ace. 20 they got. This is when the vice starts to tighten. Store at service for the Bulldogs. No one better. And there's an ace right there. As I said, she actually ran off the Bulldogs' first run of points, string of points. It was very back and forth. First 12 or 13 points in this game. First string of points in the entire first game was off the hand of Store. And another one, 3 aces in a row. The Bulldogs are creeping, 22-17. We're 1 away from a timeout. No, we're none away from a timeout. The opposing coach forced at the hand of Alex Store to call a timeout to try to hopefully cut momentum, get a side out, somehow get the ball in their team's hands here. We are in game 1 of best of 5 match, excuse me. With all sorts on the line. It's senior night here at Federico Gymnasium. Playoff, seating, location, everything on the line for all the games this week. We got girls soccer Thursday. We got boys soccer Friday. We are 3-2-1 Westerly, folks. And the Bulldogs break. Their strategy is set. Love the chess match of timeouts. Whether to see if they work, whether to see if they don't work. Bulldogs, Alex Story is ready. Year after year, sport after sport, she has displayed ice in her veins in crucial, critical moments for the Bulldogs. Whether it be volleyball, basketball, or softball, she thrives at critical moments. There's several of those athletes on this floor right now for the Bulldogs. And the lob, they let it go out of bounds. It goes. Nice technique, nice idea. Side out, though, and that is what the Lions needed. They need to work off of it now. 22-18 here. The lefty handled and kept alive by Storr. What a play. And they can't keep it in. Storr, miracle play. Not only gets the Bulldogs 2 points away from winning game one, it gives them a serve back and a 5-point lead. Sophomore, Lila Oth on the floor. She saw time as a freshman, and that was pretty much straight varsity across the board in her 3 sports. None more important than service right now for the Bulldogs. 5-point lead, only need 2 more. And the first serve, that's it, beauty and an ace. Bulldogs need 1 more to take game one, which means the Lincoln Lions need 6 in a row to continue game one. That is not easy. 6 in a row they need. If they don't, the Bulldogs take it. Off serve. A beauty. They'll get into an offense set up top and blocked by the Bulldogs. The whistle, what's the ruling? Bulldogs point. Game one goes to Westerly. And that is exactly how you want to claim home court, especially on senior night, especially in the last week of the regular season. The final game one, 25 Bulldogs, 18 Lions. They'll flip sides. We'll go and take a moment with our sponsors.
This month is Gavin's 1-year anniversary here at KMA. I think the biggest change that I've seen in him is his self-confidence.
Really been a good thing to me. I got bullied all through like 2nd grade.
Watching Gavin grow into...
And back quick they are. Lions are going to serve this one up early. First, number 1 for the Lions, who kind of need this one here, handled by Caracho. Then all back to blocked at the net. It was Wasane who put it over, and that is off. Wasane again. The set towards the middle. They did not use the middle of the gym at all. Lions will score first. The middle of the net at all in game one. It was mainly up top is where the sets were sent. It is curious why they did not switch sides to me. That's 2 points in a row for the Lions. 24-20, okay. That is why. So, the Bulldogs in need of a simple side-out. Caracho's handled by the Lions. She puts it back down, and they got her once. They're not going to get her the second time. And this time, the Bulldogs actually win game one. My mistakes for the scoring error. And they're pulling them back. I want to make sure I'm right this time. They had to review a play, and they called them back on the first time. I want to make sure they're flipping this time, and they are. The Bulldogs officially take game one by a score of 25-20. And while the team switched sides this time, we'll go hear from our sponsors. My mistake, folks. I was unaware of the review.
Hi, my name is Mark Wright. I'm a realtor with Caldwell Banker Coastal Homes. I'm licensed in Rhode Island and Connecticut. Should you need any assistance in buying or selling a home, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I'm also happy to support my alma mater, the Westerly Bulldogs. Go Dogs!
At Bob Valenti Toyota, the Toyota 5-state sales event. Lease a new 23 all-electric, all-wheel drive Toyota BZ4X for just $395 a month, or a new 23 RAV4 Prime SE all-wheel drive for just $449 a month. Stop by and register to win a trip for 4 to Disney World during Valenti's 50 years of business celebration. Go to BobValenti.com. Thank you and just smile.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
I'm Michael Kiefer. I'm the owner of Kiefer's Martial Arts here in Westerly. We're here to help people. So with kids, yeah, they're kicking and punching and blocking, and they're learning self-defense, and they're getting a workout. Martial arts is physical, but we're also trying to embed those character development lessons into their classes as well. Perseverance and Donald Spirit. We get many referrals for kids that maybe have ADD or ADHD, or kids that are maybe having some behavior problems. And it's not to say I have a magic wand. Those are definitely things that we're going to work on with them. We always have a 2-week trial program. So if anybody's like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, but I just don't know if my kid is gonna like it, and I don't want to be locked in, then you do the 2-week trial. I'm going to give you a uniform, a private lesson, and you can come to classes for 2 weeks. So for people that are unsure, that's a great way to go about it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I apologize for the ending of that last one. And the Bulldogs are ahead in game 2, 1-0. Now, if you're the road team, game 1's huge, especially on a night like senior night, especially playing a team like West, who's right in the middle of the pack, but ahead of you by 2 games. Bulldogs were not having any part of it. They seemingly had control of the entire first game, but Lincoln was within striking distance, down 2 or 3 or 4 at max the majority of the game. Bulldogs pulled away at the end, 25-20 final. They're up 1-0 here in game 2. Best of 5 matchup, and they head on after this one to finish the regular season versus East Providence. Unfortunate news, East Providence 14-0, making this game that much more important. Tack on another win. Not saying the next one's not winnable, but when you can take one, you grab it. And the Bulldogs played some good volleyball. If you look at the state standings, the Bulldogs are only 6 down, so they're 6th in the state. Coming in 9-4, they can go to 10-4 with the win, obviously. Serve handled in the end by Wasane, brought over. Short set, and the back at Store at the net, saved and put back over 2 hits. I do believe this is going to go in favor of the Lions. So the Bulldogs have done such a nice job this year. They have 5 players that are new to varsity that have gotten really good minutes, and that's Gianna Giorno, Lily Vetolino, Gina Falco, and all 3 seniors. And they've been integral parts of this team. Junior Sarah Arnold and freshman Allison Miranda, all new players to this team. They've all bought in, and they've put together a heck of a team that stayed in balance at the end of Caracciolo. Bulldogs will get it back. 1-1 we go. Off getting set to serve for the Bulldogs. And knuckleball to the back line. Handled not well. Spike attempt blocked and launched in the deep. Store to Caracciolo or Ross. One of them or both of them put into the open spot. And both having a night here tonight. And that'll give the Bulldogs 2 and the serve back. Bulldogs winners of 4 out of their last 5. Unfortunately, the last one they dropped to Mount Hope. And that's an ace. Mount Hope now is sitting at 12-1. And the Bulldogs brought them to 5 matches on the road at Mount Hope. 5 games for kind of a heartbreaking loss and another ace. 4-1 for the Bulldogs. So they're coming off of, now that I'm learning all this as I read in black and white. And so they're coming off a pretty heartbreaking loss on the road all the way up to Mount Hope. I used to hate the ride. And a 14-2 team. Excuse me, a 12-1 team. And losing in 5. Showing the quality you have in this Westerly team, being able to take that team there. And another point, off serving for 6 here. And a soft hit to the Bulldogs. Oth kept it alive. Off the net finds the open spot. The Bulldogs again. 6-1 the score. 5 in a row for Oth. There's the whistle. Here we go. 6-1 the score. And they can't handle it. They're not handling it really well. They are forced to dump it back. Giorno keeps it alive, and Caracciolo puts it over, goes under the net, and the Bulldogs take another 7-1. Timeout it is on the side of the Lions as the Bulldogs steal momentum early on here in game one. Senior night crowd on hand. You can obviously see the decorations. They have after game festivities, I'm sure. And then senior night is a big deal in high school. It certainly is. Westerly gets their final instructions and really can separate themselves a little bit from that pack below them. They come in 9-4. St. Mary's Bayfuse is 7-6, and Lincoln's at 7-6. They beat St. Mary's and set to the bottom of the screen, into the net goal, another Bulldog point, 8-1. They beat St. Mary's, and if they can knock off Lincoln, that would put them 3 games ahead. They would have 4 losses, and the nearest competitor would have 7. That would put them 3 games ahead of their nearest opponent. So that tells me that they would lock up a 6 seed with a win tonight. And to the net it goes, and that gives Lincoln the break that they were hoping for at that point. The Bulldogs up 8-2 here in game 2. As you can see, winners of game 1, 25-20, best of 3 match. And the Bulldogs can lock up, it looks like to me, the 6 seed. I could be wrong, but. And the spike attempt from the top, Giorno, and return. Excuse me, that was Wasane. Miranda brings it back into play. Beautiful play by the freshman. And handled by Caracciolo off to the top. Wasane blocked off the net. It goes, and they are able, no, 2 minutes. Unable to return it. Bulldogs win a sloppy volley. And a sloppy call as well. 9-2 the score here. And the Bulldogs have a decent early advantage in game 2. Momentum definitely on their side. The gym on their side. And the serve by Falco on the lefty. And a back set tries to get some sleeping stores wide awake. Off down bottom to Giorno, and it's in. Finds the spot, and Wesley's rolling a little bit here. 10-2 the score early on. Number 10, the senior, Gina Falcone, set to serve for the Bulldogs. And dug out, too close to the net. Caracciolo finds the spot. So the Lions completely out of sync. The Bulldogs completely in sync. The Bulldogs with a lot of weapons at service. I mean, we've seen personal records and records broken with Emma Caracciolo and Alex Storr. And you see it right there. That's a beautiful play on the bottom hand of the Lions. And they'll get the much needed side out. And the score will go to 11-3. They'll take the service away. It is progressive, run to 25, win by 2. Bulldogs, like I said, controlled the tempo of game 1, and the serve, a nice one, handled beautifully by Caracciolo to off. Back to Caracciolo, and handled well by the Lions. High set, interesting, and it falls in. Judgment call. Lions win that one. 11-4 the score. And whistle, confusion, and the serve. And just over the net. Nice dig, and they attempt to tap it over, and it doesn't make it. Bulldogs get the side out and the point. Great dig from the back line. I believe it was Emma Caracciolo on that. He's a fantastic athlete. And the serve, front spinner. And they don't handle it well. And are they even going to be able to handle it? No, they're not. I call that a long ace in the books for Caracciolo, and another point for the Bulldogs, 13-4. And a set to the top, blocked by the Bulldogs. Nice job keeping it alive, but can they get to it and get it over the net? And they cannot do it inbound. Nice job by the Bulldogs. Another point on the board. Caracho set to serve with the Bulldogs 10-point advantage in game 2. They're going to make a move, they being the Lions, if they're going to do anything. They don't want to be down 2-0, and they find a little spot right there. And that'll give them the side out and the serve. Let's see what they can do with it. Another thing they mentioned, the coaches mentioned in the season preview, which I always revert back to in every game I do of every sport, because doing multiple sports, you got to kind of refocus on what their initial goals are and where they're at now. And man, they put a check mark next to a lot of their goals. Their goal is to focus on defense. As you can see, look, as you can see by their defensive statistics on the season, they have done a nice job of that. Block at the net by the freshman. Bulldogs get the point. Allison Miranda. And Alex Storr is going to get set to serve, it looks like, unless substitution comes in. And never mind, that'll be Abigail Donato, the junior, set to serve for the Bulldogs with a 10-point advantage. They only need 10 more, and they'll own game 2. And the serve line drive just over the net. And able to do nothing with it. Long ace for the Bulldogs. Donato looking for 2 in a row. The 7 seniors posters in the background there. And that's a beautiful serve. Nicely handled. Deep set, though. And the Bulldogs trying to play it. And they're able to get the return. Off puts it over. They do get into their offensive lines to the back line. Handled by Falcone, Donato. And that was Miranda who put it over. And spike attempt flies deep. Did the Bulldogs hit it? Nah. No, they did not. And they get the point. Waiting for the official ruling, and the Bulldogs will get the side out on the point. 17-15. 17-5, correction. Not the side out. They'll get another serve. 17-5, 12-point advantage. Only 8 more needed. This is a quick game. Let me tell you, thus far, the Bulldogs have not been screwing around. Beautiful serve again. And able to return it, but not within a threatening manner. And they miss-hit that one. And can they save? No, they cannot. They get an easy one there. And a freebie, a much-needed side out. 17-6 to score. So this is really, I mean, if the Bulldogs continue on their way here, this is really where you do see a separation in the division. You have the top 6 teams in Westerly taking the top 2 teams the length this season. And then a 3-game gap and pretty much everybody else below. We'll see what Lincoln can do here to turn things around and impress me, really, and change my opinion. I know the game 1 was only a 5-point game, but it was a game where the Bulldogs controlled. I know that this is a judgment call, and they agreed earlier. We'll see what they do here. And it is going to stay with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will get the benefit of the call and the serve back. And I promise you the gym will be louder in the next game. A little surprised at the moment, probably just a little bit choppiness because of delays. In comes senior Lily Vitolino and junior Vitolino goes straight to the serve. Juliana Bazinelli is the junior, as I didn't finish what I was saying. Trying to see who was coming in serving. Second baseman in the spring. Nice serve for the ace. And that'll give the Bulldogs an 18-6 lead here in game number 2. I haven't seen that weapon out of service out of this Lincoln team either that you see out of a highly competitive team or you need in a comeback situation. Nice missile from midcourt, though. I almost didn't see that either. That was a heck of a play by Lincoln. The spike from about that blue line that forces the side out and gives them their 7th point, 18-7. What I'm saying is they're going to have to make a move pretty quick here. And I haven't seen somebody with just a, I don't know, someone set themselves apart service-wise on the Lion squad where I'm saying, well, they're capable of maybe 10 straight. So let's see what number 2 for the Lions can do. And that first serve's a beauty, dug out by Store, and Westerly Bulldogs point. What a beautiful dig by Alex Store. And the Bulldogs get to serve right back, and the point, 6 away from game number 2. The whistle, and here comes the senior to the middle, handles, set, handled up top by Varsity. Donato to Varsity, blocked at the net, and she keeps it alive. No. Nice play at the net by the Lions, and they will take the point. 19-8, the score. Correction, 20-8, the score. And the serve to the back line. Handled by Donato, brought back by Oth. Nice job. To Varsity in the net it goes. Too bad it was a nice job by Oth bringing it back. Backwards. 20-9, and the Lions will serve here in game number 2. Bulldogs winners of game number 1 in this best of 3 match. Second to last match of the season, senior night. The set by Oth to Crotchlow, spike attempt, handled. The set by the Lions. To the bottom, they try to dink them, and they do it. Between 4 Bulldogs, and they'll steal the point, 20-10. Bulldogs have them doubled up right now. And the Lions serve the back line, handled by Vettelino. Nice job. Oh, tries to catch him sleeping, dug out beautifully by the Lions, really. And that spike attempt blocked at the net by Oth. And a nice job by the Lions to keep it alive, handled by Store. Donato, Oth at the bottom, finds the spot. What touch. She can put him down like a missile. And she can put finesse and touch as well. That's why Oth only a sophomore. And for the Bulldogs, good news, she's headed to serve as well. Several different styles, but an absolute heat-seeking missile is one of them. And number 15. And that would be it. A little low in the net it goes. Lions will take the serve. Certainly take the serve. 21-11, Bulldogs do have that 10-point cushion. Only need 4 more. I mean, it's pressure time here for the Lions if they're going to make a move. They really have their backs against the wall if they don't make some kind of comeback here. You can't make those kind of errors really ever at this point in the season on the road versus the Bulldogs or down by 10. For all those reasons, you can't have faulty serves at this point. And set to serve, Gina Falcone. I'm a lefty, so I love to see the lefty. And a nice serve handled so far. Short set. Bulldogs handle it off the Store at the net. Giorno puts it down. Bulldog point. (23-11), 2 points away. And I'll make sure on the court before I call a victory here on this one, I promise. Handled by the back. And just out of sync this entire game, the Lincoln Lions. And it's going to be hard pressed here, I'll tell you right now, with the home court gymnasium factor, senior night factor. Game point for the Bulldogs. Off the hand of Falcone, set goes too far over, and the Lions will steal the point. Made some interesting gestures by the officials. I'm unaware of exactly, but nevertheless, it's game point, and the Lions need 12 in a row to stay in it. The serve off the hands of Caraccio, set by All to the top by Giorno. It flies deep. They're alive 1 more. They need 11 more. Game point to 12. Wesley looking to go up 2-0 in this best of 5 match. Looking to go to 10-4 on the season. Lock up a 6th seed, I do believe, if I can see the numbers right, if they are right. And just over the net, Bulldogs alive at the bottom. Giorno kept that alive for the Bulldogs, and that flies deep. No, it stays in. The Lions grab another. They need 10 more. One misstep, and the Bulldogs back out of game 2 here. with a victory and a commanding 2-0 victory. The serve not handled well, but can the Bulldogs recover? No. That was just a little bit of a mess, and they'll bounce back and laugh at that one, I'm sure. And it's a good thing you got the kind of cushion you have. The Lions have strung together a few here. They need 9 more, though, before they can make a slip up, and they don't. And that's 25 according to what I see, and that's 25 according to the officials. Game 2 in the books. 25-15 Bulldog victors, and go up a commanding 2-0 in this best-of-5 match here at Federico Gymnasium on senior night. Teams will flip sides. There's a quick intermission, but is there long enough of an intermission to overcome the fact that you were in game 1, back and forth the majority of the game, and the Bulldogs only pulled away late? It was only by 5, but by a little bit more than that, mentally, I would say, and then just getting completely kind of ran over, really, in the second game, never able to get into sync. How do you flip that whole mentality and erase it? Because this was a big game for the Lions. If the Lions could have knocked on another loss to this Bulldog team, that would have been loss number 5. And then if the Bulldogs lose to undefeated East Providence, there's your 6. Tie game scenario comes into play. Lincoln Westerly. Lincoln would have had it. So a Lincoln victory tonight would have meant a lot for the Lincoln Lions. Conversely, Westerly was quite aware of the possibilities of what would happen if they lost here tonight. Have they ever come ready to play? They played some impressive volleyball. That being said, that's volleyball that we wouldn't be able to bring you without our sponsors. This production brought to you in part by the Thirsty Beaver, the official spot to watch Westerly High School sports all year long. Enjoy the food and beverages as well. Kiefer's Martial Arts, 50% off, 2-week trial, code 321. XC Media Design, Roofside Roofing, Lathrop Insurance, Ed French & Son Paving, D&V Mechanical, Bob Valenti Family of Dealerships, South County Health, and Mark Wright Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes. The Bulldogs have gotten their Game 3 instructions. Lincoln's going to use all the time they can. The officials getting the lineup set, and we are just moments away from Game 3. Bulldogs looking to make a sweep on senior night. Winners of 4 of their last 5, and the last one a heartbreaker, folks. Last one was to 12-1 Mount Hope. That would have been a huge victory for morale, but I gotta tell you, to go 5 games the way they did, and then to bounce back the way they have, with what they were looking for out of the preseason and where they're heading at the moment, man, they have had such a successful season thus far. Hopefully they're find a way here to put senior night away and celebrate afterwards here. You know, the dog pound is ready too. The other team taking as much time as possible here, and the officials as well. This is a best-of-5 match. Lions need to win 3 in a row, and they haven't seen completely in sync all night. But the Westerly victory here seemingly creates that three-game divide in the division. There's 6 teams there would be 6 teams with 4 or less losses, and then nobody better than 7 losses after that. So a big spot for the Bulldogs to have a big night, and boy, have they tonight. Head coach Laurel Auth, assistant coaches Megan Lacey and Jerry Altz is doing a fabulous job. And like what I said in the preview, was supposed to look like some kind of a rebuilding year. And in the process, they've had seniors playing different positions than they normally play. And they obviously, I mean, look at them on the floor, look at what they've put together for a season. They have certainly adjusted. The future looks fantastic, but the present's just all coming into sync right now for the Bulldogs, who are going to serve first in Game 3. Waiting for the whistle. Looks like it's going to be Abigail Donato. I don't know. Lila Auth up top. Waiting for final instructions and a whistle. And there we go. Laloth will serve first for the Bulldogs as they want to make quick work of the Lions here on senior night. Serve number one, not handled well by the Lions, and it's a point for the Bulldogs. All the energy all night here, the Bulldogs have seemingly had control of, even throughout game one. And again, the serve handled, but not well. They're going to be forced to dump it over. And they do on the back line. Vitalino doing a great job, as she has done all season long. And that is going to be a Bulldog off the Raptors. Played well. They have a chance, but they don't get to it. And that's 2 in a row here for the Bulldogs to get things started. And again, the seniors for the Bulldogs: Alexander Storr, number 2. Gina Falco, number 10. Lillian Vitalino, number 11. And the serve, another good one, and they don't get into their offense. And that goes inbounds, nice spot. They'll get the side out and the first point. So back to the seniors: Lillian Vitalino, number 13, Summer Bruno. They have Riley Peliquin, number 16, Gianna Giorno, number 18, and Emma Caracciolo, number 28. They don't want it to be the last time on their floor here. They may get a home game because of this victory. I don't know how their playoffs actually break down 100%. And nice set by Off. Carrazzo puts it down. Nice dig by the Lions. And block goes off to Vitalino. Nice play off the right arm of Vitalino. Top of the screen, Miranda, the freshman. Nice play, but a nicer dig on the Lions' part. Into the net it goes. Bulldogs win the volley. 3-1. The score. And in comes 2 seniors. Gina Falcone and Riley Peliquin. Riley Peliquin's been doing it here for 4 years on this floor starting, I'm pretty sure, I do recall. And the lefty, number 10, Gina Falcone to the back line. Decent set. Man, nice block on D. There's an early whistle to call against the Lions. The Bulldogs will certainly take it right back and take the point. 4-1, and Falcone looking for more, as this side has the same decor. The 6 seniors. And just over the top, nice net play. Caracciolo puts it over, dumps it to the back line. And the set up top, that's been their recipe all night. It just hasn't worked out for them. Nice job at the net by Giorno and Caracciolo. Pelican at the bottom of the net, and the Bulldogs get together as they lead 5-1. Falcone looking for more. And the serve to the middle. Handled not well, right back to the Bulldogs. Pelican took it right back at him. And they let that one go sailing. Bulldogs take point number 6, 6-1. How far do you let it go if you're the Lion coach? You know your team's out of sync already, considering the way the last game went. The lefty serve, loft to the back line. And set a little deep, into the net it goes. Another Bulldog point. That's 7. 7-1 Bulldog lead. And Falcone will serve again here. And the serve drops short. Nice dig. And they're unable to handle it. Bulldogs, that's an ace for Falcone there. Will take point number 8 here. 8-1. The Bulldogs jump out. And there's your whistle. The coach tries to put the brakes on it. A Lincoln timeout, not a moment too soon. They need to change the Juju in here. Juju, whatever you want to call it. And vibe, I guess. Dog Pound ready to celebrate here on senior night, as the Bulldogs putting themselves in better position for the playoffs as well. They came here tonight on a mission. They obviously played just as well against Mount Hope to bring them to that game 5 just the other night. They've had a few days of rest, and what a job, what a bounce back job they've done. They could have come back with their heads down after losing such a tough one. Absolutely not. This is the best volleyball I've seen them play all year that we've covered. Considering the quality of their opponent as well. This Lincoln team has done a nice job all year long. To be 6-6 in the league in this league, this competitive. They've had a good regular season. The Bulldogs thus far tonight are showing the gap in the division. And let's see if they can put an end to it here. Falcon serve, that's an ace off the back line. Got a little too deep in on the defender. And out of the timeout, point goes to the Bulldogs. They get the win out of that timeout in the books. 9-1 the score. And if you're a Lion, you're kind of shell-shocked at this point. Waiting for the whistle. There it is. And to the back line. Dug out well. The set. That's in a decent spot. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Seemingly doing it all right now. And hit softly. Inbounds it falls. They get the point, but the Bulldogs at the net had a nice block prior to it. Looked like it was out. Line judge was right there. 9-2 the score. Much needed is doesn't even begin to explain it here for the Lions. They have the service. They need to keep it here for a little bit. We are in game 3 of this best of 5. Bulldogs winners of game 1 and game 2. And the set to the bottom. And that falls for a point off the hand of Riley Peliquin. The spike scores for the Bulldogs, gets the service right back into the hands of senior Emma Caracciolo. Not a good recipe for a comeback if you're a Lion. It is 10-2. It is the last week of the regular season all week long. And that serve didn't work out for the Bulldogs. Next one might. Lions see if they can take advantage. 10-3 the score. Thursday night will be at Salwa Jerry Field, folks. Girls soccer senior night. They're unbeaten on top of the division. Friday night, boys soccer to the back line. Off the hands of Oth to the top. Spike attempt blocked. Brought back by Oth. Nice job. Miranda. Pelican spike attempt. They're going to try to return it. And they bring it to the back. Out of bounds it goes. And no. Misjudged by the Bulldogs. The point will go to the Lions. Friday night, under the lights, it'll be senior night boys soccer. Who, man, they started out 1-4 in the league and now find themselves 7-5. Winners of 6 out of their last 7, and how impressive is that? And just over the net, dug out by Miranda. And then overhand off the net, and that's going to be a Lion point. So they start to chip their way back in here. They are awake here in game 1. They are present. It is 10-5, the primary setter, number 15. For the Lions at the helm here, set to serve. And I'll talk to the official about something that I am not privy to. Still waiting on a whistle. And here we go, folks. And the serve. Handled by the Bulldogs off backwards and then put over the net by Jornos at the top. Went for the blocking and then it goes and spins over. Bulldogs get the point. I do believe a Lion hit the net, and that's the side out. And point number 11 for the Bulldogs. So as I said, the Bulldogs winners of 4 out of their last 5, and that would be 5 in a row. Man, I keep harping back to what I just realized. They almost pulled off. That serve of beauty. It's a let. And the Lions are able to get it over the net, but are not able to keep it in bounds. Point number 12 on the board for the Bulldogs. As they're starting to think sweep here on senior night. 25-20 game 1, 25-15 game 2, 12-5 here halfway through game 3. And the serve of beauty. And the Bulldogs dive, but can't quite get to it. Point for the Lincoln Lions. Nevertheless, in the books, that last game is the Bulldogs could improve to 5 out of their last 6 heading into their season finale. And the jump serve handled by Storr. Donato back up top to Jorno. Spike falls for the Bulldogs. Oh, that was Riley Peliquin, correction. The senior, who will now sub in Vettelino. And in will Juliana Vosnet. In comes Vettelino, the senior, set to serve here for the Bulldogs, having a great match tonight. And a nice serve right there. Not a great set, handled by Donato. Storr keeps it alive, but the Bulldogs a little bit out of sync on that one. 13-7. So not completely away yet. Set to serve. The Lions serve. Ball short. Nice dig by the Bulldogs. And just over the net. Storr handles it to the top. And that's a point for the Bulldogs. That's the freshman, Miranda. And that was her both times. I didn't get your number the first time at the net. Beautiful play. Set of plays by the freshman, who is a full part of this varsity squad and has been all year long. And Storr's serve, not handled. That's an ace. 15-7 now. Set to serve, the senior Alex Storr. As the Bulldogs are celebrating their seniors in style, the seniors are doing it in style, and they're able to return it, but not very effectively as Caracciolo puts it down. Bulldogs are firing on all cylinders here tonight. And that just over net. What a beautiful serve. And handled by Storr. How she can do that, I have no idea. Spike, put it down by the Bulldogs. Lila off. And all their weapons are firing. Each doing their own thing. The serve by Storr. And that is going to fly out of bounds. You got to be a little shell-shocked here at this point if you're the Lions. I think the better team really has separated themselves here tonight. It could be a down night for the Lions, but just judging by records and then play on the floor here tonight, I just think Wesley is in that top upper portion of this division, as tonight may bear out here. And doesn't quite make it off over the net. The Lions will get served here down 10. And Bulldogs only 7 away from a sweep on senior night. And that serve handled by Donato. Orth will bring it back down here. And Bulldogs can't get it back over in 3. So the point goes to the Lions, 18-9, the score. If you are just joining us, folks, welcome to Federico Gymnasium. It's been absolute domination, really, by the Lady Bulldog volleyball team, looking to go to 10, and the serve handled by Vettelino. So puts it down, side out, and the point, 19-9 the score. Bulldogs looking to go to 10-4, heading into their season finale. In the playoffs, they are. Matter of where and who your opponent. They set themselves up nicely with a victory here tonight. If they can put it away, they have been the better team in all 3 games. Off serve, handled, 15 set, a little deep again. And Off gets a hand on it. Caracciolo to the bottom. That's Vosnet, who brings it over. The Lions forced to dump. And they almost find an open spot. Storr has to get it over and does. Finds the open spot, as Storr has done so many times all year long. Bulldog team scores their 20th and need only 5 more for the senior night sweep in style. And that serve, the net goes over. And there has been very few unforced errors on the part of this Bulldog team tonight. Nice block by the Lions. They earned that, their 10th point, 20-10. As far as serves into the net and such, the Bulldogs have Done a great job limiting them. And the Lions serve. They need to cut in. They need to do a serve. Nice set by Oth. Set to Giorno. Spike. Point. Westerly 21. 4 more to go. In comes the senior Gina Falco. In comes the senior Riley Peliquin. Senior Giorno. Senior Caracciolo at the net. Senior Alex Storr on the floor. And Lila Oth joins them in the middle. As Lillian Vitolino just checked out. And again, a deep bump. They're going to be forced to dump it over, and a nice job they did. Oth handles it. Pelican into the net it goes, and they'll be back within 10. Haven't been able to get much closer than that this whole game here, game 3. And the serve. Handled in the back by Falco. Nice job. And one or the other, either way, got brought back over. Dumped over by the Lions. A nice bump set. Caracciolo with the touch. Handled. Bump set again. And spike attempt. Bulldog tried to block it. A nice effort. And within 10 for the first time in a while. 21-9. 21-12. Trailing by 9. The Lions serve here on the road. Hostile environment here in Westerly. Senior night. And the serve handled by Storr, as she's done all night and all year. Bottom of the screen. Giorno with the spike. They handle it. And the block at the net. The Bulldogs get the point. And the side out. That's 22. And you'd never know that Gianni Giorno just... This is her first year with varsity, I'll tell you that. And Emma Caracciolo knowing better at the serve. The missile. Lions are able to bring it back. Handled by Caracciolo. Off. Spike attempt by Miranda, and it's off of the Lions, and they're able to play it off the rafters and make the return and keep it in. I give them credit whenever you're able to do that. That is playing pinball live action. And it's a Bulldog point. 23. 2 more to go. And the senior, Emma Caracciolo. The serve to the back line, handled. Bump set. Spike attempt, blocked at the top. They bring it back over. Off handles it. Caracciolo to the bottom. Peliquin. And handled. Falcone off. And Giorno handled. No! Bulldogs match point. And now this is going to be a trick for the Lions. They need 13 in a row to stay alive in the match, or senior night is nailed shut for the Bulldogs. Caracciolo, the serve. To the top again. Spike attempt. Bulldogs got a piece. Offset. And the overhand from the bottom. Lions handle it. Spike attempt. And it falls. The Lions stay alive. 24-13. 11 in a row they need. Match point for the Bulldogs if you're just joining us. This may not be the last time they play in Federico Gymnasium. If it is this season, they're doing it in style. And that might be it, folks, and it is. Senior night here at Federico Gymnasium. Boy, oh boy, did the ladies come here to play. The Bulldogs are victorious via the sweep, 25-20, 25-15, and 25-13 again here on senior night. The Bulldogs, with 1 game left in the regular season, improved their record to 10-4, 3 games ahead of their nearest competitor, as they celebrate here on the court. We are 3-2-1 Westerly, folks, and on Thursday night we'll be at Sal Orgiri Field. It's senior night, ladies soccer. Tune in, 7 p.m., folks. It's been fun here tonight.